Hey Microsoft, okay Microsoft, you finally stepping up and doing what you gotta do. You finally brought it. You finally spoke about it and you finally did it. Now, the ball is in your court. Cue the music. Hey everybody, DemiGod Reviews here. Now, if you're watching E3 like you're supposed to be watching E3, and which you should be watching E3, Microsoft just got done doing their conference, and one of my E3 predictions in my video became true, actually. And if you remember that, I'm gonna let this play real quick so you know. Like, for this E3, Microsoft is gonna have this big Japanese presence. They're gonna, for what they've been saying, Phil Spencer's been like, yeah, I've been talking to people in Japan, I've been trying to make connections, I've been trying to talk to folks, I've been trying to make things happen. So I feel like they're gonna at least try to have some type of Japanese presence, whether it's a fighting game, whether it's JRPGs, whether it's just a Japanese action game. I don't know what the case may be, but I feel like that's gonna be a heavy Japanese presence at the Xbox. Prediction of the Japanese games need to be a forefront on their conference came true. And Microsoft showed off something that I wasn't expecting, that the people wasn't expecting, that the whole damn world wasn't expecting. And that is Kingdom Hearts 3 was on their main stage. Devil May Cry 5 was on their main stage. From Software was on their main stage with Sekiro and Shadows Die Twice. Tales of Vesperia was on their stage. Not One Piece, but Jump Force, a J-Stars game on the Microsoft stage. Yo, okay. I wasn't expecting any of that real big Japanese presence on the Microsoft stage, but they showed some love. They actually showed some love. Phil Spencer came out today and said it was going to be 50 games showed, 18 exclusives, and 15 world premieres. And we got a couple world premieres with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Metro Exodus gameplay. Oh man, it was a lot of games being showed, man. A lot. Now, I will say, of these games being showed and a lot of these multiplats being announced, that a lot of these games look good, and Phil Spencer did promise games, and they did come forth with the games, and we did have some big exclusive announcements. They kicked off the show with Halo Infinite, then they showed off 3 new Gears games. One's the PC Gears RTS, which I'm kind of disappointed in. The other one is a mobile Gears game, which I'm also kind of disappointed in. And then we had Gears 5, which absolutely looks good, and I'm not even a Gears fan. I personally put Gears like at the bottom of the Xbox list for me because I never liked it. It's never clicked with me. But I will say this story looks great. It looks expansive. It looks open. It looks crisp. Kate is the main character. JD's going through some things. Marcus is still there. It's a lot going on, and they're really digging up into Kate's past because, spoiler alert, but if you haven't played it by now, you just ain't playing it. Kate is the granddaughter of the Locust Queen, so I'm really wondering, like, how are they going to push this? How are they going to take this? How are they going to forward this? That looks good. Then they showed off some Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Oh my God, Ori looks good. It went from the platformer to like having powers and destroying enemies. Now it's kind of got an attack and slash element into it, and it looks damn good. And then they made one announcement. They made one announcement that Battletoads is back, baby. Battletoads. Battletoads! And that's one that I truly was not expecting. But no gameplay. The hype in me is like, yo, Battletoads is back. I played this, I love this, I played this to Rare Replay and beating it. But no gameplay gotta be a gripe also. Gameplay for Battletoads is one of my gripes. Then, I do have some other gripes. The pacing was great. But then they did this thing where they just kept reiterating things through, oh yeah, this is launching on Xbox Game Pass, and this is happening on Xbox Game Pass, and this is coming through on Xbox Game Pass. And they just made this announcement like 5 minutes ago. We know there's no need to reiterate what you already keep stating. And then it's like they slowed down some of the pacing to show off, like, or talk about some of the weirdest things. Like Phil Spencer talking about clouds and more of the cloud. We get it. Y'all want to talk about cloud technology, cloud computing. Cool. Talk about what you know about, but don't keep reiterating it. And one of my biggest complaints, one of my biggest gripes, is that we have these killer games being shown on stage. Some of the most interesting ones, some of the ones that people want to see, indies, Japanese games, like AAA games, like your first party games. And the main game y'all showed off was Forza. Forza? Come on. Come on. Of all the games you're being shown, Devil May Cry, Kingdom Hearts, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Metro 2034 or 2033, something like that, but Forza? Halo Infinite, Gears 5, Gears of War Pop, Gears of War Tactics, Battletoads, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, all these bomb-ass indie games you showed at the ID Xbox reel, which was a badass, by the way. Yo, the indie season, we eating. If you're an indie fan, you play Xbox, eating. You might as well make you a plate, take you a couple to go home with, because you eating with ID at Xbox. But Forza, I mean, it's cool. Forza looks great. Forza Horizon has always been the better one. Between Forza Horizon and Forza Motorsport, we already know which one the people are buying. Only the real car junkies play Forza Motorsport. Really. Seriously. I mean that. Seriously. But Forza, of all the things that could have been shown, that really took me off it. Because Crackdown was there. That's one game I forgot on the exclusive list. They showed off Crackdown, which comes out February 22nd, 2019, which sharing the day with a lot of games. We got Anthem, Days Gone, Metro, now Crackdown. Something getting involved. But of all the games being shown, of all the things you show off, of all the things that you put forward and put an effort into like really showing off, why not it be Crackdown? Why not it be something that people have been dying to see? Forza is great, but we know what to expect with Forza. You're in the UK, you're doing cool things with your car, it's badass, it's fun to play with your friends, you're whipping, you're driving the grain, you're gripping the wood grain, man, driving on the cherry stain. That's how it's going. That's what you're doing, Forza. You could have showed off Crackdown, could have showed off Devil May Cry, showed off some Kingdom Hearts stuff, you could have showed off the new PUBG stuff, you could have showed off much more, and that's always been one of my gripes. That's gonna be my gripe. That's gonna be one of the biggest gripes that bothers me. Of all the things you guys can show off, it's Forza. Now, I don't mean to go on this long tangent about Forza because I like Forza, but so many more interesting games to show off. They showed off games. They had great pacing. You had this huge Japanese presence there. You had these big AAA multi-platform making experience. You had so many things being shown at the Xbox conference that looked great. That they actually did this thing, but they also did the one thing was like the console launch exclusive, console first exclusive on Xbox. You had so many cool looking games, and you really can't be mad at it. Microsoft finally stepped up with this actual conference, and I'm glad about that. You have the gripes like the weird pacing of talking about Game Pass or talking about cloud saves or announcing this new Xbox, because they announced basically the Xbox 2 or whatever the case may be at the end of this E3 show, and like not showing off many games that should have been shown off, and that's the thing. But I will say, Microsoft, you finally stepped the fuck up, and I might get demonetized with it, but you finally stepped the fuck up and did it. You finally did it. The ball was in your court, and you finally showed the fuck off, and I am glad. I'm glad. Now continue this. Oh wait. I ain't even talk about one of the biggest things that they were talking about this at this show. The big thing that they talked about at this show. The one thing that people weren't expecting. Microsoft finally talked about the new studios that they were opening. They were opening a new studio called The Initiative, which has Daryl Gallagher, who worked on Rise of the Tomb Raider. He's the head of it. He's taking care of that. And then they talked about acquiring Playground Games that does Forza and is working on possibly the new Fable title or whatever the case may be that they're working on this RPG for Xbox. Then they talked about acquiring Undead Labs that did State of Decay. And then they talked about acquiring Compulsion Games that does We Happy Few. But the surprising announcement, Microsoft buys Ninja Theory. They announced that they got Ninja Theory. That's huge. That's a W in the books. That's a W in the books. You can't be mad at it. They worked hard. They made the things happen. They had to do what they had to do. And they finally acquired it. Now, Ninja Theory is a huge W. They made Hellblade, which is one of the most technical and impressive games of 2017. That's why I got so many announcements and so many awards, because it did something that most games aren't doing. But yo, Microsoft acquired some studios. They finally stepped the fuck up. They finally did something. They finally had a Japanese presence. I'm glad. I'm proud. Phil has actually done something for fans of Xbox. But I will say, another gripe, While we had all these announcements and all the exclusives and like these big AAA multiplats being shown off, it wasn't that many AAA exclusives or AAA announcements for Xbox. You had Halo Infinite, you had Ori and the Will of the Wisp, you had Gears 5, you had Forza Horizon 4, and you had Battletoads. That's 5. While I appreciate the games, I appreciate the effort, I appreciate the indies, I appreciate the step forward and the ball being in your court, and I appreciate the new studios, Microsoft, if you continue this path and you continue stepping forward, now it's time for the big AAA, it's time for the big funding, time for the proper funding. Let these studios continue forward and pushing forward, and let them do what they want to do, and let them grow the games that they want to grow, not just force them to be on one fucking game. That's all I ask. And that wouldn't be a gripe for next E3 if you guys actually have something ready or in the pipeline or something like that. But yeah, Microsoft, you finally stepped the fuck up. And that's gonna be the quote for this video. Microsoft, you finally stepped the fuck up. I'm looking at, if I had to get us a grade letter, I'm looking at a solid B to B minus for this conference. Really good conference, really great. I have a few gripes, but they did good with this conference. If I look at a solid rating review number, solid 3.5 out of 5. Microsoft, good fucking shit. I'm proud. I'm proud of you guys. Phil, I'm proud of you. You know you had this weird jacket on. And also that you showed off Forza with no damn car. You didn't show off Minecraft. It had a Minecraft in 4K segment, or you didn't have this long overdrawn Minecraft segment. Continue on this level, continue in this ballpark, and I swear you can win. You can do something. I'm proud. I'm legitimately proud. Now I want to see what Sony has, because I know Sony's gonna come with some fire. Microsoft, you finally came with some fire and showed people that you have the possibility to do something. Keep this up. You have people on Twitter talking. Keep it up. Thumbs up. Do your thing, and you got it. Like I said, solid B, solid 3.5 out of 5. Good fucking job. And that is it, folks. I'm going to be doing Bethesda and Devolver Digital tonight also, so be on the lookout for that. I got an Anthem video about my worries and my concerns coming out, so be on the lookout for that also. But go check out my previous E3 conference review with EA. And I'll put the link in the description box below to go watch Microsoft's conference on your own regard. So, until next time, until the next video, guys, we'll tune in, turn up, and throw down. It's looking like a GG, and I'm not...